Good afternoon, everybody. Re- Respected Swamiji, Principal Mr. Ramakrishna, Mr. Vasudevan, other faculty members, my colleagues from SESHASAYEE paper, and above all, my dearest students of this prestigious institution called Vivekananda College. 1st of August in our country is celebrated as Paper Day. Now, history of this particular event goes back to just before independence when Mahatma Gandhi requested a well-known scientist by name Joshi to start a handmade paper institute. That was before. This was before the independence, but then independence struggle or the poratam, what you call, delayed the startup of handmade paper institute. Then our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, took the initiative and he started the first handmade paper institute in Pune, which is still there, somewhere in 1950, if I remember, 1st of August 1940. That's why August 1st is chosen as a paper day. Now, we have come here in order to present to you before you belong to a very prestigious institution, not with the motive of any promotion or anything. We wanted to share with you, or we wanted to create awareness about the use of paper, because what is happening is there are a lot of myths circulating in and around the world, in and around the society, in and around the world. Is the paper is made by cutting the trees. Paper is environmentally not friendly. Paper is not biodegradable. Okay, all these are definitely myths, and we'd like to clear this from the minds of the generation next. You are the forerunners, or I will say Edirgalam. You are the Edirgalam of this country. And we have come here, it's a small effort. What we do is we go to various schools, particularly government schools, and we create awareness among the school children that the paper will never disappear from the universe. Before that, before breaking the myth, I would like to share with you certain important facts about paper. Paper was first invented in China by a person named T. Sai Lun. T. Sai Lun, and he invented paper in the year 105 AD. We Indians also, we are supposed to have invented, but those days, only invention which were documented. For example, those of you who know that oxygen was invented by 4 or 5 scientists, but Lavoisier is the person whose invention was documented, and he is being termed as inventor of oxygen. Like that, number naatlo kuda Bhojpatra, and the kaalathala Bhojpatra, which was used long ago by Indians, there was nothing but paper. But since it was not properly documented, we are not called as the inventor of paper. And then the first paper mill in India. See, India has 600 paper mills as on today, small and big paper mills, and the capacity of those paper mills is starting from 10 tons per day to 1,000 tons per day. Even in Tamil Nadu, most of you may be aware, may not be aware, Tamil Nadu, under the government of Tamil Nadu, there is one of the biggest paper mill in Karur Mavattathila irukku, Tamil Nadu Newsprint and Papers Limited, TNPL, which was actually created by us, by SESHASAYEE paper in the year 1983, and it is the first paper mill in the world. It is the first paper mill in the world to develop newsprint from 100% sugarcane waste. 100% sugarcane waste. Sugarcane waste என்ன பண்றோம்? நம்ம கேனை கடிச்சு விட்டு தூர போடுறோம். Or it is put in the boiler for fuel. So our forefather, SESHASAYEE paper mill forefather, founder father, we called S. Vishwanathan, our through M.G. Ramchandran, our ex-chief minister, through R. Venkatraman, our ex-president, these three Jamans together, they decided why to burn. Why not we put up a paper mill in Tamil Nadu itself, which has got lot of sugar mills. And 1983, anga or mill potanga. The capacity of that mill today, because I have worked in that mill for 30 years, the capacity of that mill is around 800,000, 8 lakh tons per annum. It started with 90,000 tons in 1983. Today it is 8 lakh tons. It is under government of Tamil Nadu. It's one of the industries in Tamil Nadu which makes huge profit. So myth enna, the paper is made by cutting the trees. Tappu. Okay. Government of India has banned altogether cutting the forest wood. Okay, and please remember, all woods are not good for paper making. Only select woods are good for paper making, particularly eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is very good. It's called hardwood. It's good for paper making. Then softwood, which is a pine. Pine is again is very good for paper making, but நம்ம நாட்டில் pine கிடையாது. Northern districts pine இருக்கு. It's very difficult to get here. நாங்க the paper mills in India, we don't cut the trees. See, paper mill is the only mill. Please remember, paper mill is the only mill. If it cuts one tree, it plants 4 trees. It plants 4 trees. ஒரு செடியை வெட்டினா 4 ட்ரீயை நாங்கள் வைக்கிறோம். No other industry does that. இப்போ ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஃபாரஸ்ட்ல இருந்து சவுக்கு மரம் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. சவுக்கு மரம் கட் பண்ணி வெளியில கொண்டு வந்தா என்ன பண்றாங்க? சவுக்கு மரம் இன் chemistry or in biological name it's called what? Casuarina. Casuarina வெளியில வந்ததுன்னா it is used for making stages. Okay, cinema hall stage எல்லாம் கட்டுறாங்க. இல்ல it is used for a firewood. The sauku maram is very good for paper making. So we have paper mills. They are allowed to buy land. They are allowed to have a tie-up with the farmers. We give free seeds to the farmers. We tell them, please grow eucalyptus, please grow casuarina. And then after, see, eucalyptus used to take 10 to 12 years to become rich for making paper. We have conducted a lot of research, and by doing research, we have brought down the growth from 12 years to 5 years. Okay, these are the things which have happened in India, not only by SVB. All the mills are, they are cultivating wood, and from there, just 25% is the wood component in the paper. Rest is what? Rest is sugarcane waste. It's called bagasse. That is, instead of burning in the boiler and creating environmental problem, it is used for paper making. Another 25%, 50%. Then rest is what? Waste paper. Waste paper, ஒரு காலத்துல நம்ம நாட்டில் waste paper collection was very poor. But over a period of years, the waste paper collection has taken a scientific method of collection. Even in Tamil Nadu, we collect lot of papers from school, colleges. We have a technology which removes the ink, which called de-inking process, which removes the ink, and we convert the waste paper, pulp waste paper into useful paper again. It is believed that if you make paper from a virgin fiber, 7 times you can recycle again. So paper is the only commodity which is biodegradable, which can recycle. Okay, and comparing to plastics, which everybody uses here, plastic takes 100 years for decomposition. 100 years. So நம்ம வந்து பிளாஸ்டிக் யூஸ் பண்ணி பிளாஸ்டிக் பேப்பரை யூஸ் பண்ணி பேக் யூஸ் பண்ணி வெளியில் கொண்டு போய் போடுறோம். இட் அல்டிமேட்லி கோஸ் இன் டு த சீல போய் சேர்றது. த ஃபிஷஸ் தே ஈட் தி பிளாஸ்டிக் ஃபைபர்ஸ் அந்த பிளாஸ்டிக் தே ஈட் அண்ட் தென் அந்த ஃபிஷ் வந்து நம்ம சாப்பிட்டாக்கா research has proved that it can lead to cancer. It is all documented. I am not talking from my own this thing. It's all documented. So paper is environmental friendly. Paper is biodegradable. Paper consumption of paper in any country indicates the literacy level. For Nagaland career, I started my career after coming out from IIT Roorkee. I started my career. The consumption of paper per person per year. All commerce students, you may be knowing what is per capita consumption. In this country, per capita consumption is only 2.5 kgs. That means a person was consuming only 2.5 kgs of paper per year. Today, the same figure has astronomically gone high. My colleagues here will ask you a question. If you answer correctly, you will be given a prize. What is the per capita consumption of paper today in India? If you take it in Sri Lanka, it is around 7 kgs today. If you take it in Malaysia, it is 250 kgs. Population 250 kgs. If you take US, it is 350 kgs. So consumption of paper indicates the literacy level of the country. Then what are the types of paper which is available in the market? You should know. This generation should know. First is newspaper. Newspaper படிச்சிட்டு தூர போட்டுறோம். Today's newspaper is tomorrow's waste paper. Then paper used for printing book, publication. Paper used for writing and printing, notebooks. Paper used for copier, Xerox. We also make varieties of Xerox paper. We, in fact, export to US market, okay, in a very big way. Xeroxing has become very, very important today. Okay, even if you use a smartphone for your school and college days, you cannot escape from using the Xerox paper. And food wrapping paper, it's all specialty grade, which is produced even in our country. Food wrapping paper. Then packaging paper, very important. Pharmaceutical companies, you see the packaging. We bought the notebooks and other things. Pharmaceutical company, they use a lot of cartons for packing the medicine. So, then photographic paper, glassine and greaseproof paper. These are different varieties of paper which are really, biodegradable. It can be recycled. It does not cause any pollution at all, environmental pollution. Those days, 50, 60 years back, when technology was not advanced, the paper making was benign. Paper making was in nascent stage. Today, pollution control board, particularly Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board, they are very tough. Not a single drop of water, they allow paper mill to be discharged into the river. Not a single drop. Please remember, we are not supposed to discharge a single drop of effluent. Paper making is a chemical process. We use a lot of chemicals, we use water, but that recycled water is not allowed to be put back into the river. The water has to be reused, recycled, and wherever possible, it should be restricted. 3R we call. Restrict, reuse, recycle. So these are some of the myths which we wanted to eradicate from the minds of the youngsters, young people who are the tomorrow of this country. And we have restricted from the company, we have restricted our speech to a very bare minimum so that we don't want to waste your valuable time. You should be engaged in studies. But in order to improve the soft skill of generation next, which is very important today, சும்மா படிச்சா மாத்திரம் பத்தாது. When you go for a job, the employer wants to know what else you know other than, say, science, physics, chemistry, mathematics. What else you know? How you can be more helpful to me? How can you reduce my overheads? This is what every industry today is looking for. ரெண்டாவது இப்போ artificial intelligence பயமுறுத்துறாங்க. So that is going to take care of human being. Never. It can never happen. The machine cannot replace the brain. Swamiji, correct தானே? Machine cannot replace the brain. Okay, so with these few words, once again I thank the institution, Vivekananda College, having given us an opportunity to come and talk to you. Wish you all the best. God bless you.